road first? Yeah, just come and have a word with you, please.
Why is it I can never find you in the C's office?
Because I'm always in here, that's why.
Well, why, if you've got your own office?
Because the sergeants are always lumbering me with their work.
Got you. I remember the feeling.
Months ago, I said to Tom Stone I wanted to solve something. You know what he said? DCs don't solve things. They run errands for the jacks that do.
He was joking.
That's what I thought at the time.
You've had your fair crack of the whip.
When Wilf hasn't been using it on me.
Wolf is your best friend.
Convince us.
We'll take Bright for a start. He took your advice on that creature, didn't he?
Well, I suppose so.
He got me to put in a word as well.
How'd it go?
How do you think it went? I just needled him.
I'd like to needle him with a 25-pounder.
Oh, careful. Public's watching. People like Bright need educating, not executing.
Cheers, Paul. You're a bit slow on your pins, but you're a great lad. Oh, my word, this is nice, isn't it? Isn't this nice, Dad?
Aye. Getting cans from here, I know.
He knows he's got beer in the house. He must have been a great bobby.
Did me bit.
I bet you did, Paul. I bet you did. You know, you probably nicked some of my best mates' dads.
Hey?
I said, haven't you found it yet? That is very nice. I was just saying, Paul, that's very nice.
Silver wedding anniversary. They clubbed together for us.
Aye, worth a few, Bob.
The missus always like young.
Oh, yeah, dead is she?
That's one of the reasons why I moved back here. Get back to Thode Patch. Well, one of them on the road.
Well, cheers, Paul. You're a great lad. We'll have you playing for the Blues yet. They need you.
Well, I had a fur kick on me at one time.
One time. I bet you did, Paul. I bet you were the tops. I'll never know why they didn't make you Chief Constable.
I got clobbered. I got in a mob once. I got a right pasting.
You know, they couldn't have known what they was doing.
When I meet somebody like Bright, it's a challenge. If I don't nick him, I've failed.
You make a lot of mistakes in this job, Joe. You miss a lot of villains. If you quit, it's in you.
I want Bright.
So do I, but I'm not losing no sleep over it.
We're different characters, you and me.
So we are. What are we?
Stories I've heard about you.
Me? Legendary. I've directed more Litherland traffic into witness than any other bobby alive.
That's a decade ago, Sarge. How was Bright today?
Same as he always was. Smart and touchy. Dangerous.
He's gonna slip up one day.
Because of himself.
That's what I think. Anyway, it's nice to have somebody on my side.
What's with you, Joe? All this, everyone's against me.
Well, I haven't been the ideal DC.
Who said so?
Everybody.
Is there an ideal DC?
There must be.
Get the ideal. Just do the job, like you're a bus driver or a ticket collector.
I want Bright for my first big ticket.
So do I.
I'm first.
Said Wilf will lift him.
He's not going to like another one in here. Not the same day.
Spoils the tone, doesn't it?
He's done nothing.
You sure of that, Mrs. Bright?
I'm sure he's in the clear. Always is.
That's what I heard. Time it stopped.
You're new. Haven't seen you before.
Not that new. Maybe I could become a regular visitor.
He'd kick up stink.
Really?
Any road is no use now. He's out.
That's all right, I'll wait.
It could be all day.
I've time.
Well, I've got things to do if no one else has. That's Angela.
Oh. Hello, Angela.
I'm his cousin.
Oh.
He's pretty marvellous, really.
Is he?
Yeah?
It's all gone. Oh, I did. That were meant to last for a week.
Oh, well, you see, you just go mad, don't you?
I've hardly had any.
Listen to that, Dad, hardly any. You nearly drowned yourself, you old ghost.
You're that wicked.
Oh, come on, you take it all too seriously. Now, what would you do without me and Dad for company?
Aye.
Well, there's all this police welfare. And then I've getting to the mates from force.
In old folks' homes?
Gents.
Again? You're always in the kludgy. Hold it, brainless. Hold it. We don't spread dabs around like confetti, do we? Go and stand by the door.
Why?
In case the old steamer comes back. Honestly, you're as dim as Angela. Go on. Oh, yeah. That is just asking to be thieved.
Are we going to take it now?
Will you use your sense? He's not that dim. That goes now, and who's number one suspect? Oh. That goes when I'm good and ready. Also, when I've had a look round to see what else he's got tucked away.
Well, there's no worry then, is there?
No, Dad, you're quite right. There's no worry. You know, sometimes I wonder where I got me brains from.
My dad was killed in Cyprus. Ma got bombed about the same time. So they sent me back. And Auntie Bright took me in.
They've been good to you then?
Suppose so.
Always treated you well?
Hmm,
You sort of grew up here?
that's right.
Know everything that goes on?
Not really.
No?
Well, I'm quiet.
Quiet people can see things, hear things,
Oh, yeah. I watch the telly.
and chew gum.
Helps me to concentrate.
On the telly.
And comics. Do you like comics?
Not really.
I think it was the Ministry of Defence.
What was it?
They sent me back. From Cyprus.
Could be.
He does.
Eh?
He does. He likes comics. He borrows mine. He can be funny.
I heard.
But he's terrific, really.
You fancy him? You fancy you?
I don't think so.
DC Skinner? Yes, Bert? Oh, yeah, we got that. We're following it up. There should be someone there for us. Well, Tom Stones reckons they'll be lifted by the weekend. No, it's been a great help. God bless the uniform branch. Thanks, Bert. Any good to you?
Me? No.
No, me. I've been carrying it about for a week. I forgot I had it.
Nice ring.
We're just good friends.
I'm told he's done some pretty bad things.
He wouldn't.
Are you sure about that, Angela?
Well,
If you think of anything, you could let me know. You don't have to now. Just think about it.
What's all this?
This him?
yeah.
What have you been saying to him?
I said it'd be funny.
How many more of them?
We were just talking.
Bet.
About the Ministry of Defence.
What?
That's right.
Here, I'm not having coppers coming through my house all day.
I said you were out, but he waited.
You got a warrant, have you?
Just shut up. Go on, out. Come on, you two, out. All of you. Let's have you.
Detective Sergeant Miller, nice to know you.
3 in one day, what's on?
3 what?
First Skinner, then Bowman, now you.
Detective Constable Skinner was inquiring into last night's townhouse job.
Are you?
Could be.
And Bowman?
Sergeant Bowman's uniform branch. He wouldn't be interested.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm not interested either. Now, you just stop chasing me or I'll start complaining. Hard.
Fine. They'll give you a form down at the station.
I can see I'm not going to like you, Sergeant.
I can see that's going to be mutual. Were you at Townhouse last night?
No.
Think your alibi will hold?
Yes.
Think your mates should stick by you?
It's funny how people do.
In your case, it's unbelievable. Unless you swing a very big stick, and you do, don't you?
I've no idea.
I have, Bright. I hear you like your rest. Well, from now on, you'll be getting precious little. I'll be seeing you in the course of our inquiries. And you?
They're having a right go.
So will I.
You mean go out and do over the copper?
Your Chinese water torture's going to take a while, Joe. This Bright's a very hard nut.
There's always hard men around, Wolf. They all crack in the end.
This one strikes me as lucky. That's what I don't like.
That's what's got me all along. It's not that he's got more brains, it's just that things fall into his lap. People do what he wants.
Have you seen the way he runs that house?
I did.
And his room. He gets what he wants.
Well, right now, there's more than Brighton he's looking into as far as I'm concerned.
You're right, Ted.
I know I'm right. I've got an inspector who keeps reminding me.
Enough for one day on that hard nut, then let's see what else is around.
I wouldn't mind having another word with the town-out crowd, see if I can get a mention on Bright.
I might try it later. Right now, I'd like you to get a car and go over to Westfield and double-check that method of entry Thursday's job.
Thanks, Sarge.
What's the matter? Scared I'll lift Bright before you do?
Yeah, and I go back to the bottom of the heap.
You're beginning to believe your own propaganda.
I know how I feel, Sarge, that's all.
If I did lift Bright, it would be because of cooperation with you, with others. If you can't accept that, then maybe you're better off in a panda.
Maybe I would be.
Don't be so daft.
Well, I'd get more results and more satisfaction than I've had for the last few months.
You'll be running away from a job you can do standing on your head.
Maybe that's the trouble, Sarge. I'm getting giddy standing on me head.
Yeah. More tea.
I thought you might like it.
You did you?
Did he annoy you?
Oh.
Well, that policeman, the one who was talking to me.
You didn't tell him anything, did you?
I didn't know anything to tell.
No.
Anyway, I wouldn't. I don't think it's fair the way people go on at you.
Angela? Come here.
Hey?
Come here and sit down. Come here. Here. I know I seem chirpy and that, but I'm not really, you know.
No.
Well, people are against me. They give me a hard time. I mean, it's not much fun, is it, with no work and no money? There's not much in life, is there?
No.
I think you understand me, though.
Oh, yeah. I do.
And I think you'd like to help me, wouldn't you? Hey? You'd really like to help me? Tell you something. I met this copper. He's retired. He's not been living here long.
An old one?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I lent him something of mine, and well, you won't believe this, but he won't give it me back.
Well, you could get it.
No. Well, you know what people are like. I mean, they say bad things about me. You could get it for me, though.
Me?
Yeah. Then nobody'd say anything bad, would they?
For me?
He said they were sorry that they'd drunk all your beer and you'd need some for later.
Here, well, that's grand. I never. Here, that's very nice.
He said they'd call in and see you again.
And you're Pamela.
Angela.
Oh, Angela.
He said Uncle might have dropped his fags on the lab floor. Could you see if they're there, please?
Nay, I don't think so, but on the road I'll look.
Can you see them?
Oh, still my eyes isn't so good.
Well, let me come and help you.
Ted. Want a good panda driver?
Well, have you got one?
Well, the rate he's going, Joe Skinner.
Oh, been putting his foot in it again, has he?
No, just the opposite.
Why the offer, then?
It's him. He's Going through the unsettled phase.
Just a phase, huh?
I think so. A couple of arrests under his belt and a kind word from me now then he'd be CID mad.
Easy as that.
What?
Just a kind word and a couple of arrests. Well, you're working with him, Wilf, so you should know.
You know him better.
That's right.
Which way is he going to jump then?
He won't jump. He might be pushed.
Clever girl.
I didn't know this was yours.
No.
Best shift it out of here. Get it placed. Here, lad down the pub will put us onto someone.
Don't you want it then?
I've got what I wanted.
It were worth a bit.
How much?
About 100.
On the sideboard?
Aye.
I was told that you were an ex-policeman, Mr. Plummer.
Aye. Retired 20 years, joined at 20s. I've just moved round here.
What rank?
Police constable. Oh, they wouldn't think so now. Still, they'll get same, lad.
Maybe.
Well, there's getting it easy at force these days.
I hadn't noticed.
It used to be different. All I got out in it was my pension. And they pays that me check.
Is that bad?
Yeah, they're young, lad. They can shoot down to bank whenever they feels like it. Has they ever tried writing a check when they can't see it? Has they ever tried walking to bank when their legs weren't carried it?
No, sir, I haven't.
440s champion at Northern Counties. I can make it to pub now, and that's about it.
That's something.
Thanks. Yeah, I were never clever. Steady, aye. Long service and good conduct till I got clobbered. But I were a good bobby.
I'm sure you were, sir.
And you? Oh, great as I goes these days, they'll be what? Super?
I'll settle for what I can get, eh?
You won't do that, lad. On that road, you'll be happy.
Any sign of a break?
No. Though I'd visitors lunchtime, Mr. Bright and his son. But it was still there after they'd gone.
Do they come here often?
No, well, I haven't been here long. They're sort of friends.
Friends?
Father's not much, but yon lad, take him as you find him, he's a goer.
And you, what, you go out with them? Buy them drinks?
Well, they're sort of friends.
Yeah. So after they left, what then?
Well, niece, her come round and broke me some beer.
Why?
Well, they drunk me dry, and Mr. Bright had dropped his fags at Cludgy up the floor.
Did you find them?
No. When I come back, her'd gone. So had Silver.
And you noticed immediately?
Not immediately. No, later. It were approximately 5:20. Oh, well, it'd be near 6 when I saw.
Did you go out at all, Mr. Plummer?
I went for my paper.
And that was before you saw the...
Aye.
So the theft could have taken place while you were out getting your paper?
It could, but I don't think so.
Why not?
Well, yon lass, Pamela.
Angela. I know her.
Aye, well, her'd never been round here afore. Now, if they'd have been fetching me beer, it'd have been Mr. Bright or his son now, wouldn't it?
They're a funny family.
Evening, gents. And what would that be?
was yours, Wolf. Might have known.
Slaughter.
Could see that.
You wait till you see Joe Skinner.
So, old man Bright goes for trial, and Angela goes to a remand home for robbing an old age pensioner. Angela wouldn't even know a brick wall if she walked into it.
It goes that way, Joe. Get used to it.
No. Request for a formal interview, Sarge.
2 p.m.?
Thanks.
If you're not careful, Wolf, we're going to lose one of our best coppers.
If it's up to me, it won't happen.
You'll be lucky. He's been pushed. Today's hearing did it.
No. One man did him.
All you're doing, both of them gone. Got your way. Didn't speak up for themselves. But then they never do they?
You're not really putting this in, are you?
I am.
If I've got on your back, forget it.
You can get on my back 395 days out of the year. It wouldn't bother us. On our side of the fence, personalities don't come into it.
Well, what is it, then?
Failure?
Well, you've a better success rate than most.
Success rate? That sounds good. I mean, I know I've got one failed marriage behind us. I've been turned down on another one. And I've made mistakes on, say, ID. You keep telling us.
Forget it, it's routine, Joe.
Sarge, I know there are people on the force who are ahead of us with more brains than I've got, like you. I've got dads like you. I'm not solving anything. I'm not contributing.
Well, don't pick on me.
I'm not. When you'd make your way in a worked-out coal mine, but where do I go?
You'll do well, Joe. Take my word.
No, I'm taking my word. I'm going back to uniform branch, Sarge, and that's that.
Anything that's happened to you in the last 48 hours could happen in uniform.
Yeah, but in uniform you've got time to think, work things out.
Take a step back so you get a better run up to the next fence.
Something like that.
What about Bright?
We'll get him.
We'll have to. We haven't done much this time. New DI due in, maybe he'll want him.
If he wants any help, I'm his man.